Hey guys, my name's David Viviers. I'm an actor based in Cape Town. Over the next 6 episodes, I'm going to take you through my process of performing a monologue. From finding the monologue to analyzing the monologue to creating a character to keeping the monologue fresh, and then finally I will perform the monologue for you guys. But today we're going to start right at the beginning and talk about how to find the right monologue for you. Now, obviously, libraries are a little bit tricky right now, but Google is your friend, and you will find hundreds of monologues there. A website like monologuearchive.com has great classic monologues if you're into Shakespeare or Chekhov. I'd suggest maybe looking at the more contemporary playwrights, people like Nick Payne, Sarah Kane, Duncan Macmillan, Dale Orlando Smith, Neil LaBute, Yasmina Reza. Christopher Durang writes really funny monologues, if that's your kind of thing. Another way to do it is go on YouTube and watch performances. You know, often I feel more inspired by watching something because monologues are meant to be seen, not read. And then quite important for our category is find a monologue between 3 and 6 minutes. Okay, cool. So let's see what has been sent to us. So this is from actually a monologue play called A Life by Nick Payne. Okay, so what am I going to do now? Say I've found a monologue or someone's given me one. How am I going to know which one works for me? So firstly, you're going to take the monologue, you're going to read the monologue. First steps first. And then as you read, see like, can I see myself doing this? Are there certain parts that stand out that I get excited about? That I find funny or sad? Like, are you already kind of like getting little ideas of how you want to perform it? Can you kind of see it in your head? From the start, there's this idea of resonance. So does the monologue resonate with me? Now that sounds a little bit pretentious, but all it's asking is like, am I connecting with it? Kind of like in my body? Does it excite me? Does it sit with me with where I am in my life right now? So, maybe it's a good idea to look at monologues that deal with issues that you either going through or have been through or are interested in. So, like maybe you've experienced a particular prejudice, racism, homophobia, maybe you've gone through like depression or you're interested in it. So maybe pick something that you want to investigate or kind of make sense of in your life, because monologues give us the chance to grapple with things and investigate, like, what does it mean to be human? We don't know, but we're trying to find it out. Yes, like we are going to be transforming and becoming someone else to an extent, but it has to be your heart that's pumping life and energy into the monologue. So if you see your heart as like a little battery, it needs to come from here. So it needs to sit with you personally. It's not just about kind of plucking a character on top. There needs to be life beneath it, and we need to see a real person when we're watching you. So, for example, this monologue deals with the fear of losing a child. There's also the excitement of hearing about your wife's pregnancy for the first time. I have not experienced either of those things, but I do know what loss is like, so I can draw from my own life. Okay, and then this is a competition, so obviously you want to kind of play to your strengths. It's always great to challenge yourself and to surprise yourself, but I wouldn't go to the extreme and be completely out of your comfort zone. For example, I wouldn't pick a monologue that needs a Scottish accent, because my Scottish accent, it sounds like it's Russian or something. When you're reading through the monologue a few times, like check to see if there's an emotional arc. And all that means is, does the monologue kind of take you on a journey? Does it have low points and high points? And does it have different colors? Does it take you through a variety of emotions? Because you're not going to want to kind of sit there performing the same state or emotion or note for 6 minutes. That's not going to be fun for you, and it's not really going to be fun for us to watch. So another way to see this is if you may be going on a nice road trip. Now, if you're stuck in first gear the whole time, it's going to be the most boring road trip you've ever been on. You're going to want to accelerate and slow down and maybe stop and, oh, look at the nice aloe. But basically, there needs to be some kind of journey and shape, gear shifts, colors, notes, however you want to see it. Okay, and then finally, and actually, in my opinion, this is the most important thing, is this going to be fun to perform? And if you get this right, I think the other things kind of all fall into place. If you as the actor are having fun, we will have fun watching you, and we're going to want to keep watching you, and we're going to want to go on the journey with you. Okay guys, so go find something, maybe don't pick the first thing you come across, have a few options. In the meantime, I'm going to be reading this for the next while, and when we meet again, we're going to be talking about approaching the text. I'll see you then.